Hey there, it's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Now let's get into a new series on STARZ called Run the World. So this new show on STARZ introduces us to 4 women. I believe their names are Whitney, we have Ella, we have Renee, played by Brescia Webb. I love me some Brescia, honey. And we also have another young lady by the name of Sunday. So this show is kind of like where, to me, it's like a conglomerate of a lot of shows, like Sex and the City meets Living Single, meets Insecure, meets Girlfriends, meets all kind of stuff on top, okay? So it is a pretty good show, and I'm kind of liking it so far. I believe it's like a 30-minute show that comes on STARZ. It comes on Sundays. So if you're able to catch it, because you got the app and stuff, you don't have to wait, I don't think, late at night to watch it. You can just catch it like as soon as it drops. Well, you don't have to wait Sunday night to watch it. I believe as soon as Sunday rolls in, that Saturday night, like at midnight, I think you have access to it. So that's a good thing. So I've checked it out, and I want to go ahead and start doing some reviews on it, okay? Because I feel like maybe if we, get enough eyes on it, this show could possibly be able to run a long course such as Sex and the City did. So we shall see. I don't know, because they don't really like to let no black shows live for real, but while we got it, we're gonna talk about it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, all of these ladies appear to be best friends, and they grew up together when they were younger, okay? So we have Ella, who recently, I believe she went out, she wrote a book, so now she's going back into the life of being kind of like a blogger, I guess, or like a writer for like a magazine or some company. You have Renee. I'm not necessarily sure exactly what it is Renee does yet, but I do believe Renee was married at one point, but they haven't gone into her details yet of her life. We have Whitney. Whitney seems like she is just like a boss lady, like she just, I'm always on point. What's going on over here? What's going on over there? Yeah, I got it. No, she's always on her businesswoman life. You know what I'm saying? She's always on that type. And then we also learned that Whitney is actually engaged, and she's getting a bit frustrated with the whole engagement thing, and we'll dive into that. And then the last woman we have is Sunday. I believe Sunday may be in doctorate school, and she happens to have some complications as it comes down to what's going on with school and her relationships, but we'll get into that as we go on with the rest of the story. So we're introduced to these ladies at a bar. So of course, that's their theme, it appears to be, okay? At least for this first episode, they're all sitting around enjoying some good drinks, chatting it up, and having some good music. Now the next day, we can see Ella in the bed sleep. She gets the call from Renee, and Renee is like, girl, what you doing? You need to get up, okay? This is about to be your first day at work or whatever. You can't be late. So while Renee is on the phone with Ella, okay, she got this white lady that keep bumping into her. She's like, okay, ma'am, I see. Okay, excuse me, it's not your fault. It's fine. I'm wrong. You right, I'm wrong. It's me, ma'am. Okay, it's me. Okay, so she's at the bodega trying to get her a breakfast sandwich or whatever. And the white lady up there reaching, she's like, ma'am, no ma'am, that's mine, okay? Me, phenomenal woman, me, that's me. Okay, girl, give me my motherfucking food, because see, whew, girl. So obviously, Miss Renee has a short fuse for people, specifically white folks, unfortunately, okay? She over there, she feeling a way about this white lady invading her space. So as she's on the phone with her girl, she's trying to get her up, give her a pep talk, encourage her to get up, be about their life, but don't be going in the office like you running everything, girl, okay? Understand that you needed this position, do what you gotta do, and let's press forward. Now, we see Whitney on the treadmill. She get a call from her mama. Her mama want to talk to her about these invitations. Whitney like, girl, we at capacity. We at capacity, ma'am. I don't want to talk to you about no mother invitations, okay? This ain't even your wedding. Like, girl, we at capacity. I got another call. Let me answer it. So she clicks over to talk business with her people. Meanwhile, we got Sunday over there riding her man, okay? She over there riding her man. He trying to keep her quiet and tell her not to be so loud. So when she, they flip positions or whatever, he started getting loud. She's like, I need you to be a little quiet, okay? Shh. Well, he was trying to keep her quiet. She was trying to keep him quiet as they could, because he has a daughter. And the daughter happened to be up, and she was at the door. She was like, not daddy, I'm up. I said, I bet that little girl been standing at that door for a minute. She probably already know what y'all was in here doing at 6 years old, okay? But all right, so of course they get up, the dad goes in to fix breakfast. We see Sunday sitting down with a little girl, I believe her name is Amari, and they're just catching up. They have this little code thing that they do where it's like, green, a banana, a yellow shirt, and red apple. I don't know what it is, their little language is, but they have this little code language that they speak to each other. And we see that Sunday gives her, because the little girl is actually taking ballet classes, she gives her some brown or some tan ballet shoes, and the little girl's looking like, what's this, you know, and why do they look this color? And she was letting her know, like, you know, these are your shoes. And a lot of women that, a lot of, you know, girls that are, you know, black complected or whatever, you know, brown, they wear these shoes. And the little girl was like, okay, but it was really interesting to her because it seems like she wasn't familiar with that because that's not what she sees in class. But it was like, okay, this is cool. All right, I'll take it. And based on the conversation, when the dad turns around and he tells her, hey, I'm about to be late. This is him talking to Sunday. He says, hey, I'm about to be late. I gotta go. I left her tuition money over here. You know, so just don't forget to grab it when you're on your way out. So when I heard that, I said, this must not be her mom. I'm getting that this is not her mom for some reason, because if a husband left money for a wife, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, babe, it would be like, hey, babe, don't forget the tuition or something. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be, hey, I left her money over there. So it was something about the dynamic that let me know, hey, I don't think this is her mom. And eventually we learned that that is indeed true. That is not her mom. Sunday is not the mother to the little girl. Now we see Ella at her new job, okay? Her new boss is called Barb. I believe her name, Barb or Barbara. And she's played by Erica Alexander that used to play Max on Living Single, which is so dope because I believe Yvette Lee Browser, who was like the executive producer of Living Single, she's also the executive producer of this show as well for Run the World. So she's sitting down with her boss and she's talking to her, and Erica Barb is giving her her first task, and her first task is to go out and interview Soulja Boy. And of course you could tell Ella's like, girl, what the hell you got me on, girl? I am not trying to talk to this man. I want like more serious stuff. Why am I talking to him? And so she tells her, like, girl, don't forget you came to me, honey. You the one who was out there trying to write a book or whatever you was out there doing, and it didn't work out for you, honey. You had to come back to me over here begging me to give you a job. So this is your job. This is what you gonna do. What else is going on? Yeah, go out there and get that interview, girl, or you can go back to where you came from. So of course that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna take on the task. Now we can see Sunday at the school with Amari, watching her in her ballet classes. We see two mothers that she's consulting with. One of them happens to be, I think her name is Danielle from America's Next Top Model. I feel like Danielle won one of those seasons, but anywho, she's talking to those two ladies, and when they point out who their daughters are, they're showing them on the screen. One of the ladies is white, right? And Danielle, of course, is black. But when they show the two little girls, you can tell the two little girls are mixed. And majority of the girls, if they're not mixed, they're white. And the only black girl in the class is Sunday's boyfriend's daughter, Amari. She's the only black girl in the class. So she kind of like rolled her eyes at them like, ugh, okay, girl, I guess. So obviously Sunday is on this whole pro-black women, feminist type of, that's the thing that she got going on with her, right? So when she sits down, she sees that the little girl did not wear the shoes. She asked her like, hey, Amari, where's your shoes? You didn't wear your shoes that I got you today. And Amari said, oh, you know, I left them at home. I forgot, or something like that. But I think she probably left them shoes on purpose because, again, that's not what she's used to seeing, you know. So okay, I think she didn't want to come to class and be like the oddball out, considering the fact that she may already feel like the oddball anyway because she's the only black girl there. So she probably just wasn't ready for that. So we see Sunday go back to the teacher, the head person, so that she could pay the tuition. The lady says, oh, we usually don't take payments this late, but, you know, since you're here, we'll go ahead and take it. And, you know, we love Amari, so you can go ahead and give me the check. Thank you. Okay. And so as they're talking, she tells her, oh, here, you may want to take this. This is a nutritional program. Okay, when it comes down to weight and nutrition for a little girl like her and her ethnic group or whatever, you may want to look at that. Okay, so the lady was like throwing shade or whatever. She was like, oh honey, here, you, the Sunday gave it back. She was like, girl, you know, it ain't gonna do nothing but end up in the trash or whatever, so you don't even have to worry about that. And she also gave her I think like a pamphlet for parents that may be struggling to make tuition or something like that for low income families or something. And that's when Sunday was like, girl, no, this ain't gonna do nothing but end up in the trash. And she was like, okay, well then here's the nutritional paperwork. And so when Sunday gave that back to her, she also snatched the check out of her hand and said, we'll be needing that. And she leaves. And I don't blame her. I would have snatched it out too. Like, I don't like all that passive. Don't give me all that energy, whatever that shit is you giving me, ma'am, okay? I don't need to hear none of that. And then this little girl is 6 years old. Why are you trying to come at her about her weight? She's 6 years old. Okay, your job is to teach and to train. I don't want to hear shit about no damn weight. She is not in her teens. She ain't in her 20s. She ain't in none of that. She's not overweight. I don't want to talk about that. Okay, so I felt the way. All right, I felt the way about that. Now, we see the ladies again that night having drinks yet again, okay? And Sunday says that she's going to enroll Amari into what she said, the Ballet School of Harlem or something like that. And I'm like, I think one of the girls said you may want to check with her dad on that. And I'm in agreement with that because not only are you not her mother, it's not your money. You can't just make a decision on what you're going to do with someone else's child. So now I'm interested in knowing how long have they been together? How long have y'all been together that she feels so comfortable that she can make such decisions over a child that's not hers and money that she's not spending? So I need to know that, how long y'all been together. What else happened? So while they're there, Whitney ends up pulling out all of these invitations. The ladies are overwhelmed. Whitney is overwhelmed. They're wondering, why do you have all these invitations when you said you were going to have a simple wedding? She said, that's because my mom wants to invite all of these people and it's just becoming a lot. She feels like it's not even her wedding anymore. So she's having to deal with that. And then you have Ella having to deal with getting this interview from Soulja Boy. So what happens? She says she got to go to this event. Sunday says she's not going. Okay, she's about to go talk to her man because her man had been texting her the whole time, kind of like going off on her a little bit, you know, going back and forth about what all happened at the ballet class. So she goes to see her man while the ladies go to the party. They get to the party. They're hanging out and stuff. Ella goes to try and see Soulja Boy and she stops. She can't get back there. She ends up running across another colleague named Brian. Brian's like, oh, what's up, girl? Oh, so now you on our level now. Okay, you left us to go do big things only to come back to us. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, so he tells security to let her in because she good. Security go check with Soulja. Soulja said, nah, she ain't good. Okay, they look too old. Nah, they can't come up in my section. So she got denied, unfortunately. So when Ella is turned down about getting in the Soulja Boy section, we see her catch up with Whitney. Whitney is over there having a conversation with Chris. Chris is also known as the hoe. Ella go ahead and lets her know because Chris is going to go get her a drink, get Whitney a drink. Ella said, girl, you can't mess with this man. You're about to be married, okay? Yes, ma'am, you're engaged. In addition to that, this man is a hoe, okay? He's known as the peen of the South or the peen of the whatever, okay? He smashed people that you know, like myself. He smashed your homegirl, Renee. He smashed a few people in our friend group, girl. And here go Whitney like, yeah, see, now you saying this to me and I'm intrigued. Now, I want to get to know what that is all about. Let me know a little something, honey, because right now I'm stressed the fuck out. I spent all of my life, majority of it, okay, focused on the man that I'm about to marry, cooking, cleaning, and being everything to him that I did not actually take the time out to go and explore life with someone else. That's what I wish I would have done. So, yeah. Ella is trying to let her know, girl, don't you fuck your life up like this, but I got to go to the bathroom, but I'm just letting you know right now, stay away from this man. Do you think Whitney stayed away? No, the fuck she didn't. She went right over there. She drunk on that drink, okay? She's sipping on whatever he's sipping on, and we just gonna see, girl. This ain't gonna end too well. Now, Renee on the dance floor enjoying herself. Ella walks right past her, go to the bathroom. But who does she bump into? She bumps into her ex-past situationship man named Anderson. Now, Anderson has curved her in the past, obviously, or went ghost. And she's like, oh, okay, so how you doing? She bumps into him. And he's like, I'm good. She said, oh, okay, so I guess your phone working now. Okay, you ain't got this, that, and the other going on? Oh, okay. Okay. I see how you want to be. So, of course, he sweet talks her. And while he's sweet talking her, Miss Renee runs up and she's like, oh, hell no, honey. We don't do this. You need to send this motherfucker away, okay? Because you, sir, are the devil. And if I ain't never liked this before, you're going to know that I like you now. And you better be glad I got to go and take a piss, okay? Or I'll continue to stay here and wail on your ass. But you need to protect your peace, honey, okay? And you need to hold on tight to your black girl magic. I'm just trying to help you out. Get it together. She goes to the bathroom. While she's in the bathroom, what do we see? Ella and Anderson kissing. Okay, they're over here having a passionate kiss. And I said, no, they not. I said, oh Lord, she finna take this man home and she finna smash this man. After he was sitting up here ghosting you, he don't even deserve you, girl. So then she pulls away and she's like, I can't do this. It is what it is. So of course she curves him in that moment. But I feel like Anderson is going to come back around. He's definitely going to show his face again. And I feel like Anderson is going to come in, get exactly what it is that he wants from her during a vulnerable time. And he's going to go ghost yet again, because that's what boys do. Now we see Sunday goes to Matthew's class. Now Matthew is the boyfriend with the daughter, right? Matthew is also a teacher. He is also advising her thesis. So he works at the school that she attends, and they are messing around. Okay. And this could put his job at jeopardy. Like, this could really mess him up. So she goes over to kind of like interrupt his class. She sat in on the class, interrupted the class just briefly. Once class was over, they went to his office, had a talk, right? So he's going in on her about her actions at the ballet class, you know, and how she was trying to enforce whatever her beliefs are on the daughter. And he wants to let her know, like, listen, you not her mama. Okay, every little conversation and every little thing with you doesn't have to be pro this or pro that or whatever. Like, it don't gotta be none of that, but you're making it like that. Understand that she is a 6-year-old girl trying to figure things out herself. Like, don't do that. And so I understood where he was coming from. Like, she's a kid. Kids are going to be kids. Okay, and when you introduce certain things to them, you don't just throw it out there like hearing this, that. You gotta gradually get them to understand and see certain things. You want her to wear it, but the little girl is kind of apprehensive because you got to look at where else she's going to school at. But if you want to take her to like ballets and stuff and try to get her to understand the meaning, take her to black ballets and let her see these black dancers with these shoes and this and that. So I feel like she got to gradually ease her way in with that little girl. But I also like, I understand where she was coming from, wanting her to know more about herself sooner than later. But then I also understood the father, like, she's a kid, you're putting too much on her at this time. But I also did not like when the father told her, like, girl, you're not even her mama. You're not her mama, okay? You know, sometimes I wish you would really grow up. And I said, no, this motherfucker did. You wish she would really grow up, but you done sat up there and fucked on a motherfucking student and you wish she would grow up? Are you serious? You wish she would grow up, but your ass the one late on tuition? And she gotta go run up there and take the money, and not you. And you told me you wish she would grow up. Oh, this motherfucker, yeah, girl. So she said, I've been up here taking care of you and somebody else's motherfucking daughter, and it don't get no grown up than that. And she walked out the door and closed. And I said, good for you, because he needs to know. How dare you rely on me as much as you rely on me, expecting me to drop your motherfucking daughter off because you're late. Okay, not only are you late, so is your tuition, honey. And then you want to sit up there and tell me how grown up it is that I need to be? Sometimes I wish you would grow up and man up. How about that? Since you want to talk about some shit. Girl, okay, I ain't like that at all. I was like, no, he didn't. Now, you fine as hell, but you're not finna be coming up here talking to nobody like that, sir. Now, we see Ella that took the Chinese dude, to the house. First, they in a taxi, okay? She asked him if they want to share a taxi. He's like, okay, babe, I'm finna beat tonight. It's finna go down. Okay, they all in the taxi, sucking and kissing and doing all this other stuff. The taxi driver said, y'all not finna do this in my car. Y'all might as well sit down, baby. Sit down before I pull this car over right now. Sit it down. Okay, they get to the house, they get to his house, get in the room. First of all, it looked like his bed was on the floor. He didn't have no headboard or anything. And I understand, you know, some people like that whole loft style looking whatever. Okay, so they're about to smash, but he couldn't get it up, talking about he got whiskey DIC. I said, no, you don't. So he couldn't get it up. All that kissing, rubbing, filling up, touching up, and you couldn't get it up at all. So of course she was disappointed. And then after that, it just clicked and she just realized, like, what the hell am I doing here anyway? What am I doing here anyway? He ain't got nothing going on. Like, I'm finna go. Okay. She tells him to get like a headboard or a bed frame or something, honey. And she heads out. She goes over to Sunday's house because she has a key to Sunday's house. And so she heads over to her house, and Sunday like, girl, what are you doing, honey? You do know that I still live here, girl. Just because I gave you a key don't mean you could just come in my house whenever you want to. And she was like, I know, girl, you know, I wasn't too far, you know, I just got a lot on my mind. I need to get some stuff together. So Sunday started to go off about Matthew and the issues that they're dealing with. And then Ella starts to kind of chime in about what happened with her tonight and how she saw Anderson. And Sunday is telling her basically, girl, don't go back down that road. Okay, these men ain't got their SHI together unless they 35 and up and all of that. And I'm like, girl, not all of them got it together even when they 35 and up. But if that's what you want her to believe, I believe she told her, girl, just make sure next time you fucking on somebody, just make sure they got some coins behind them. And not just a few coins, honey, but a lot of coins. Next thing you know, we see that she gets a text message. Ella gets a ding showing that her latest article is actually going viral, what she wrote about Soulja Boy. She wrote an article on Soulja Boy and how he likes to screen his women before he allows them to come into the VIP. Okay, so that's going viral. She's getting excited because she's like, okay, this is my first day back and my stuff is already trending, girl. I'm finna do this shit. So she's super excited about that. Next thing you know, honey, we get to Miss Whitney. Y'all know Whitney, the one that's engaged? Yeah, guess what she is? Fucking on Chris. Girl, I said, no, she didn't. No, you did not. And I'm wondering, how is this gonna pan out for you? Is Chris going to be your Anderson, the person that you can't let go? Is that going to happen? Or are you going to be the one that Chris is actually going to like because you're the one that he can't have? Like, what's going to happen with you and Chris? Or was this just a one-night stand and you're going to just move on from this? Okay, what is really going on? But she allowed herself to go down through there, which makes me believe that she's not really sold on actually having this marriage with this man. We have yet to see who her actual man is. I wonder who he is and what he does, and whether or not the one night stand she had with Chris was even worth it. But we'll find all of that out on next week's episode. If you guys have not checked out Run the World, be sure to check it out on STARZ. Let me know your thoughts. Chime down below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about the show as well as this review. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.